Not yet. Not yet. Chris, Chris, guess what?
We're live.
We're live.
Yeah.
And we're excited today because we've got Edward Montoya with us. He's with Hakes Brothers. Chris is going to do a little intro on him in a minute. Just to let you know where I'm at, this is a background. I'm in my mobile command unit. I am in Moscow, Kansas. Did anybody even know there's a Moscow, Kansas?
Yeah, I did not.
I'm not going to ask. I just want to know if there's restaurants out there.
No,
What do you eat?
no, there's like nothing. There's corn. Oh, so
Corn.
those of you who are waiting on the fresh corn, it's only about 3 foot high right now, so it's not quite ready yet, Chris.
That's
But
awesome.
Hey,
did you
That is
get
hey,
awesome.
Chris,
started?
you wanna
You
tell us about
started to come
Edward
out there and
here?
grab some corn.
Yeah,
Right?
no kidding.
Oh gosh, Alex, I'm super excited. I want, sitting here talking to Edward Montoya. A little bit of history on Edward is he's been in the business for over 23 years as a broker, manager, sales manager. He worked for San Diego Pueblo, Sandoval County. Man, this is the guy to go to. This is a guy to go to for new home sales out there with Hicks Brothers. I mean, very personable, great with his clients. We actually worked a deal together. As a matter of fact, I got the house behind me that we closed on. So I was the customer, the client was kind enough to let me go ahead and feature his house without him in the background. But it went so smooth. Folks, I mean, if you're looking in for new home sales, we're going to talk a little bit to Edward about that. He's going to tell us about the process and the great process that they have place to let everybody know from the beginning to the end, which is so, I mean, communication is so big with the Hicks brothers and everything like that. And I'm just super excited to interview you, Edward. Awesome.
Thank
Hey,
you. Thanks
Edward,
for
did you
having me.
like
I
the
really
way
appreciate it.
did you like the way he worked himself in there on that Hakes Brothers sale? Did you see
Yeah,
that?
he did, right?
That was pretty smooth. I got to give you that. All right, I got
Give
a
yourself a
short
little props
little.
there.
Chris is still working on our proper intro, but I got a little something. It gets us back. It's
Very
something.
nice.
And they're like, bam.
Yeah, like it.
So, Chris, I heard Chris mention that you've done real estate for a while, and I know Hakes Brothers, you're a new home right now. But I'd just like to ask all the realtors we talk to, just what's the best part of your job as a real estate agent?
Well, working for Hakes Brothers, this is kind of a new dynamic for me working for Hakes Brothers. I've worked in the corporate world. I worked for governments. I've been an appraiser. The really great thing about working for Hakes Brothers is the family atmosphere that we have here. I've never worked for a company where it was such a team and they treated you like they really, really care about you. So it just makes it really nice just to walk through the door every day, feel great about where you are. And, that starts your day off just tops right away. And so when people walk through the door, that just translates to the customers. When you got happy employees that are treated well by their employer, like Hakes Brothers does, people walk through the door and they can tell that I like working here. They can tell that I enjoy my job and that when I say I'm here to serve them and help them, they believe me.
So Hakes Brothers local, right?
Yeah, Hakes Brothers is based out of Las Cruces, New Mexico. They started in 2006, and believe it or not, they were actually a luxury builder when they first opened.
I believe it.
So,
I've seen their houses.
yeah, so one of the really cool things about that is that having been a luxury builder, they took a lot of what they learned as a luxury builder, and they translated it into the homes we build now. So even though we're in competition with a lot of other production builders around town, that luxury attitude permeates the company. And when you walk into a Hakes Brothers home, it's noticeable. You automatically feel, you walk in and you feel like, wow, this does feel like a luxury home, like a custom home.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so
That
go ahead. So one of the cool things about Hakes, like you walk into these Hakes Brothers homes, and the first thing you're going to see before you even walk through the door is you're going to see big, beautiful 8-foot doors, and then when you walk through the door, the thing that pops immediately when you walk into a Hakes Brothers home is how tall the ceilings are.
Oh yeah.
So just gives you that custom feel, like the second you walk through the door. Tall ceilings, you have beautiful archways that give beautiful ceiling breaks. I use this all the time when I'm talking to my customers. I tell them, it's such a little thing to see these ceiling breaks, but I said, have you ever walked into? I tell them, when you ever walked into a builder's home and the ceiling just goes on forever, and then you see it, they're like, oh yeah, that's right, and so I mean, I know that's a little thing, but I think it really,
I think I've got a picture of what you're talking about.
yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, right there. Look at that. So right there, you have the ceiling breaks in the hallway there with the archways, and then you have the big, beautiful tray ceiling in the living room. And the really cool thing about that is a included feature in every single Hakes Brothers home, and that's regardless of price point. So our entry level homes, our most expensive homes, they all have these ceiling breaks. They all have these tray ceilings in the living room. They all have these tray ceilings in the master bedrooms. Like I said, it sets Hakes Brothers apart. Another really, really cool thing that we do is we do skip trowel walls. That is, to me, that's a custom home feature. You walk into any other builder in town, you are not going to see that, and it really, really, really makes our home stand out.
I don't know if this picture shows it. You can kind of tell.
Yeah. But gosh, look at look how high this, this is gorgeous. So greatly built. And this, oh, wow. And they're open rooms.
Yeah.
They're living areas and stuff. It's open. So the house behind me, folks, the house behind me has such an open gathering area that is just amazing. And the appliances and everything. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Hakes Brothers spends a lot of time thinking about placement. So you walk into our homes and there is no wasted space. Everything is utilized very effectively. Everything feels much bigger than it is. Like the home that's right there behind you, Chris. That's our 2119 plan. I can't tell you how many people have walked into that floor plan and said, this house is only 2,100 square feet. Everybody, they're like, oh, it feels like a 2,400 square foot home.
Right, right.
Yeah. That comment all the time.
Perfect.
So we were talking about kind of how is the new home marketplace doing right now?
So we went from blazing, can't catch a breath, to just kind of running a marathon right now where I'm still sucking wind. It's busy, guys. My point is, it's busy. We really, at the first part of the year, we had tons and tons of standing inventory. Mm-hmm. And we were able to blow through that inventory. We sold all of it and pretty much ran out of standing inventory right around March of April. Well, Hakes Brothers isn't one to sit around and wait for things to happen. So what they did is we planned tons of inventory, and we are building tons of inventory right now.
Wow.
Just in your neighborhood, Edward, how many specs do you have you're building right now?
So right now I have 9 inventory homes that are already started and under construction. I have another 17 that are right behind them that will be starting construction very, very, very soon. So there's going to be a total of 26 inventory homes that we are building in the community I am in right now.
So that's 26 houses somebody can buy and be in the next 6-7 months.
Yeah. So the really cool thing with Hakes Brothers is you can walk into a Hakes Brothers community and if we have it on our inventory list, you can buy it. So it doesn't matter if it's already started, hasn't started, if it's almost done, you can buy any one of those inventory homes anytime.
So if I know it as a realtor right now, it's hard to find houses. And the biggest part that's frustrating is we find a house and then we got to bid against 10 other people.
Yeah.
We don't have to do that. We go in and talk to you. We're not bidding against other people on those specs typically, are we? Are we seeing that? Or you guys control that pretty well, don't you? First come, first serve.
Yeah, so it's first come, first serve. If you walk through the door, you see a spec home you want to buy, and you make the commitment to purchase it, then that's it. That's you. It's
Wow.
yours. And the
And
price you
you know what's
negotiate is
crazy
the
though
price you
right
get.
now is so like, all right, so you go in there and whatever the price is, I know I can buy it for that price.
Yeah,
Like right now in resale, I don't know if I'm going to buy it for that price or 20,000 more or 30,000 more.
Right.
You guys remember like 4 or 5 years ago or even 3 years ago, we're trying to get everything for the lowest price. Now
yeah,
we're happy we can just buy it at list price.
yeah. I've worked for other builders, and I remember taking offers well below the purchase price,
Oh
the
yeah.
offered price.
So no,
Wow.
it's nice to be able to buy a house at list price, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the world we're living in.
The really cool thing is you buy it at list price, but we're also going to contribute to your closing costs. So
Oh,
if you use one of our preferred lenders, we'll contribute up to 1.5% of the total purchase price towards your closing costs. And I know in the resale market, that's probably
That's
not happening.
huge. That's huge.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Totally
because right
huge.
now buyers are paying their own appraisal. I had a deal go through. The buyer paid the owner title policy.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, they're just paying and they're happy.
Yeah.
I'll pay
Right.
over list, owner title. Here's my firstborn. I'm just so
Right.
happy to buy a house. It's insane. It ain't going to stay like this. We know
No.
that. But right
Right.
now,
It's not.
Yeah.
it's definitely,
We've been in this business long enough to know it'll circle back.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're all old
absolutely.
enough to know nothing stays the same.
Right.
Right. Right.
All
Yeah.
right, you want to handle this one, Chris?
So tell us about your neighborhood. Now, I know that I when I came out there, we were talking a little bit about the petroglyph areas and all the different areas that Hicks Brothers are building, and I guess the petroglyphs are starting to build more up there now too, because I guess they had to blast for such a long period of time or anything like that because of the lava rock over there. But tell us a little bit about the neighborhood.
So I'm located at Durango at the trails. We are just about a quarter mile northwest of Volcano Vista High School.
Okay.
So it's the trails. The trails is a master plan community. It's a beautiful community. They call it the trails, and for a reason. There's a ton of walking trails all over the place over here. There's walking trails. You have parks close by, and you have super easy access to things like the Boca Negra, the Petroglyph Monument there. We're just a quick drive away to the volcanoes right behind us. You can go out there and hike and bike and do things like that. And also, it's quick access to shopping. You can get to Paseo del Norte and or Unser to I-40 super quick. So I think we're maybe 10 minutes from the mall. So if you want to go shopping, just super quick access. Just so much around here. Right now, just because of the school district and some of the amenities that you find.
What school are you? You guys are Volcano Vista, right, Edward?
Yeah, Volcano Vista, exactly. So, one of the highest demand school districts in town. So,
Right.
we get a lot of people that come in for that specific reason, looking for Volcano Vista. And then, like I said, they ask about the community, and, the trails it's hard to beat. It's a beautiful community. If you like being outdoors, I think it's a great community to be in.
And that's the right answer, Edward. That's the right answer.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think so.
Hey, Edward, have you
Needs
lived in
extra.
Albuquerque a long time? How long have you lived here?
I am a native, born and
Oh,
raised.
good. This is
Yeah.
perfect.
That's
then.
awesome. That's awesome.
You ready? Chris, you
Yeah,
ready
go
for it,
ahead.
buddy?
Yeah, I
You
know.
ready for
This is
it?
my favorite
I'm not
question.
gonna
I know
take
that's
it
what I'm
from
saying.
you
I'm
'cause you
gonna
love
take
it.
it from
Here.
you because I don't.
No,
Okay.
it's all you.
I know. That's why I was gonna pop out of my seat to go get my my pasta sauce. Hey, Edward, so what is your I mean, there's so many restaurants out here in Albuquerque, and I can list a handful, but then I get people like I went to Joe's Pasta place
Oh, did you check it
yesterday
out
too.
finally?
Yeah, finally. But what is your I mean, I can go on and on about favorite restaurants out here, but what is your favorite restaurant or hidden gem out here as far as restaurant goes in Albuquerque?
So I'm gonna be a little bit of a homer here because and I'm a shout out to my wife because today's our anniversary.
Oh,
anniversary,
happy
guys.
anniversary.
My beautiful wife, and I say that because our favorite restaurant to go to is a little place in Corrales called the Indigo Crow.
Indigo
Oh.
Crow.
Yeah, you guys gotta try it. It's an old house that's been made into a restaurant. Has a beautiful little patio.
Wow.
Really
Huh.
cool, romantic atmosphere. It's really nice.
Indigo Crow.
I've
I'm
driven by it
putting
a
that down.
1,000 times and I've heard about it. I've never stopped.
Yeah, love it. It was our site of our first date, so you know.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, so we keep going back there. We love it
Another hidden
Is
gem.
it romantic every time you guys go?
every time, man. We were out there. We were out there on Valentine's Day outside with the heaters over us, and, you know, kind of freezing, but it was still awesome.
That's
Oh.
awesome. Oh
Oh,
man.
Chris, I was going to say me and you could go to lunch there, but I think we'll
Lunch date.
pass.
He's so romantic.
I think I'll pass. I'll take my wife, I guess.
Yeah, I just have to find somebody to take.
So another little Albuquerque question. So, like, you know, the sunsets here are amazing. There's little things about Albuquerque that if you don't spend a little time here, you don't know. What would you say, like, a little secret about Albuquerque is that you like?
You know, I don't think people, you know, I've worked for a tribal government before, and I don't think people appreciate the culture that the Pueblos bring to the community. If you get a chance, go to one of the Pueblo feast days. They are so awesome.
Yeah.
Go check those out. They're really cool, and I don't think enough people know about those. I know with COVID and stuff, they've been kind of, you know, closed off, but things are opening back up. And if you get an opportunity, go check out one of the Pueblo feast days. They're really cool.
That is a great tip.
That is, I mean, you go and you can watch them dance. You can do all the, you know, I mean, and then the food out there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The food. I mean, seriously. I mean, and it's, yeah.
There he goes again. He talks about
Absolutely.
food.
Sin.
Well,
I
if you're lucky enough to know somebody that works at that lives at one of these Pueblos, and they invite you into their home for one of these feast days.
Oh man, that's like getting the hidden gem there.
Yeah.
That's like, you know, I mean, that, you know, it's something, you know, that's funny that you say something like that, because, you know, when we go to our favorite restaurants, or we go to a restaurant that we like, and, you know, and it's nice and everything, but when you go with, like, I have a friend that's Chinese. Okay. He's Chinese, and he knows, we'll go to a Chinese restaurant, but he knows what's off the menu.
Right.
And that's exactly what you're talking about. What's off the menu. So he's going to ask this guy in Chinese saying, I want this, 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 and this. And they're going to pout it up for him because, of course, he speaks the language, but it's like the hidden stuff. And they're going, oh my God,
they
secret
wink at
code.
each other.
Yeah. He knows, you know.
Oh,
and
he's one of us.
he's one of us. Right. So
That's awesome.
yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point. Yes.
No, it
So if
is.
you
And we
could-
kind of forget about it, you know, especially those, because I've lived here my whole life as well. We
Mhm.
kind of forget about that, the cultural gems that we do have. I think that's a great point.
Absolutely.
Last
Absolutely.
question, good sir. Where can people find you?
Okay, so I am located at 7439 Window Peak Northwest, and that's in the 87114 zip code. So just a little bit south of Paseo del Norte and Rainbow Boulevard.
Okay.
7439. Yep.
Oh, 7439. Let me correct that real quick.
7439.
What about you personally? Do you want people to call you?
Yeah, give me a call.
Facebook.
Yeah, I have a Facebook page, Edward Montoya Realtor, or they can call me at 505-492-9345.
9345.
45.
See, if I was a better producer here, I'd have this ahead of time.
Right.
But Chris don't pay me very well. So.
You know, just
Hey,
give
guys,
you a raise, man.
One of the things I want to say is, you know, we have like really cool stuff going on right now. We're giving out realtor bonuses.
What?
We are, yeah, realtor bonuses, Alex. That's you, man. We are offering huge buyer incentives, and we have some really exciting news today coming up that I can't talk about, but it's gonna.
Oh, the teaser! You're
Stay
giving us a
tuned.
teaser?
Stay tuned.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit up all my realtors as soon as I know and let them know. Good things here are happening at Hakes Brothers. So
what I'm hearing is Hakes Brothers wants to sell houses. They're building houses. They're being proactive, staying ahead of the curve. And if you want to work with a guy who loves his wife, who's experienced, and just seems like an all around good guy,
Good
call
guy.
Edward. I
Call
mean, that's
Edward.
what I got from this interview. What about
Yeah,
you, Chris?
that's exactly what I got. So, folks, hey, if you want that new home, you want him to kind of walk you through the process, he'll walk you through step-by-step process on doing this whole thing.
He won't take you to Indigo Crow, though.
And he won't take you to Indigo Crow, but
no Indigo Crow,
but great guy. He'll walk you through the process, make you feel comfortable about purchasing a home, because it's so important, especially in the real estate part and the lending part, that the salesperson of the new home developer is communicating right and just making everybody feel good about the first steps and the last steps of purchasing a home.
And we're waiting eagerly to see what the big announcement is.
Yeah, me too. Cool. Jeez.
Absolutely. Thank you. And for Chris Gonzalez, I'm Alex Vihos, and this was Agent Spotlight. Thank you, guys.